I guess Mackay, with the valley there and the higher rainfall, makes it a perfect situation for growing cane. Sugaropolis was the name that was given to it back in the very early days.
It was a very fertile valley, the Pioneer River, and it's ideal for growing. The weather conditions and the right rainfall makes it very, very good for growing sugarcane. Only other point I'd add is it's noted for its closeness to the water for the shipping of its product.
Spiller was the first guy to grow cane in Mackay. Ordered in from Indonesia. He imported the raw seed, but he didn't have really the finances to carry on with it, so he sold plants to FITZGERALD and DAVIDSON. Now, FITZGERALD was the first surveyor of Mackay, and those guys set up the original plantation at Alexandra in 1868, but Spiller bought it in 1865, so there was a number of years where it struggled to get established, but FITZGERALD and Davies were the first guys to get a plantation established.
They've done all the really hard work to clear the country to get the industry going.
They were paid £3 a year plus keep, and so it was really a miserable sort of existence. And the reason they bought them out was because it was too hot and the temperament was too hard for the white man.
The European labour bought into the industry after it was established that the white race could grow cane and farm sugar cane. We had a lot of countries represented: Italy, Sicily, the Maltese. You had the English, you had the Irish, and the Welsh.
There's still a lot of Maltese and Italian in the sugar industry.
Queensland is home to them. It's given them a start in life. It's given them a position in life. It's given them a livelihood to raise their families. And that in itself, I think, has locked them into being true, real Queenslanders, simply because Queensland gave them an opportunity that they never had on the land of their birth.
It's the pure resilience of growers. I mean, they just get knocked down, they just keep getting back up again. And it's the same as most primary producers in Australia. It's the pure determination to succeed, and they always hope that next year will be a better season. You've got to really have a good bank behind you to support you through these tough times. You've got to take a long-term view when you grow cane. If your bank's got the similar view to the farmer, you'll get through those tough times.
I think the regulations were very complex for the growers and the millers. And now we live in an environment of a totally deregulated industry.
This is where Graham come in, and his vision, foresight, saw that there was an opportunity there, not only to merge all the cooperative mills, but the opportunity to capture all those synergies and buffer the smaller independent milling operations that couldn't manage on their own under difficult circumstances.
I had a vision, and I told that vision. I remember I used to say to the growers, talking on just in small groups, one day I'd like to see the Mackay district all under the one banner.
The biggest character of Mackay Sugar, we've got him sitting right here beside me. He was the big character. A lot of people on the board put in a lot of hard work, but Graham was the one out the front. He was the one making the promises. He was the one copying the flak. So he was the one that deserves the credit.
But at least they've still got an asset, probably worth $500 million they own. Had they not done that, they probably would have had nothing. I guess the revenue from Mackay Sugar would be in the order of some $400 million.
We've started commissioning our $120 million cogeneration plant, and that plant there will put at $20 million on our bottom line year in, year out, irrespective of what the sugar price actually does. I mean, that plant will supply 30% of Mackay Sugar's electricity requirements, and it takes out 200,000 tonnes of CO2 equivalent out of the atmosphere. Our aim, spelled out in a 20-year diversification plan, is to have 50% of our revenue coming from non-raw sugar business. I think it's important that Australia, for national security issues, maintain a certain percentage of agriculture as Australian-owned. We've just recently done a survey of our growers to capture a lot of their views on a lot of these issues when all this foreign investment was taking place. 72% of our growers said they want to keep grower control.
If the industry hadn't developed along the east coast of Queensland, we wouldn't have had a population, I believe. Because going back in the history, from Cooktown to Maryborough, or to Rocky Point down here, where the industry was established, that was the basis of populating the east coast. So sugar has played a major role in the development of the east coast of Queensland.